On the I-95, excuse me, North Carolina did gain approval from the federal government, we understand, to toll I-95, which is very disturbing. They got their approval fairly rapid, without a whole lot of studies, without any studies being conducted. So we're a little concerned about the way North Carolina got there. One of the other disturbing things about North Carolina gaining approval for their tolls that we may try to use in our favor is the fact that North Carolina wants to put their tolls on the border of North Carolina and Virginia. So if North Carolina does its plan and puts the toll on the border of North Carolina and Virginia, their skippers is where they would put it, and if Virginia gets approved through the federal highway to toll 95, and Governor McDonald's plan is to toll Jarrett, then basically we'll have two tolls, two $14 tolls, 10 miles apart, which makes no sense to anybody whatsoever. There's a lot of games being played with this. The way the Commonwealth introduced their application, they are calling the facility, and you can have a facility which can be a road, a toll, a bridge, or a tunnel under federal law. And the Commonwealth applied the facility as 179 miles of Interstate 95. So what they did, the Commonwealth came in, and when the governor applied for it, he put the entire section of 95 that's in Virginia as one facility. It's sort of ridiculous to say that 179 miles of interstate is one facility and there's no unique subsets in there. What that allowed the governor to do was, now when you look statistically, when you look at the application from Virginia, because there's 179 miles in the facility, then when you average it out, there are no poor people along I-95. Because you take Northern Virginia with their salaries in excess of $300,000, and you come on down 95 and you average it with normal people like us, and all of a sudden what you see is there's no poor people on I-95, according to the Commonwealth of Virginia. This allowed the state of Virginia to avoid doing a study, a low-income driver study. So it's just shenanigans being played by the governor. And that we're very disappointed in, and we are working on that on a federal level to try to adjust that. The other thing that still stands in the way of the governor trying to approve this is another federal requirement that requires the Commonwealth of Virginia to show that there is no other means available to the Commonwealth to raise the funds necessary to make the improvements to the interstate. And I don't know how Bob McDonald and Secretary Sean Connaughton of Transportation are going to justify that, because what they have to prove is there's absolutely no other way to raise the funds to correct the mistakes or build new lanes on I-95 when you've got a $464 million surplus in the budget, which you announced 2 weeks ago. Plus, we now announced that we have almost $1 billion worth of taxpayers' money in the Commonwealth to put towards the 460 bypass. So I don't know how the Commonwealth's going to do that, but that's something that we need to look at and see how they do that. It is very disturbing. It's a very dangerous situation we find Sussex in with I-95. We were fighting it in Washington, in Richmond. The counties, along with other counties, hired an attorney, Barry Steinberg, who's working on some environmental issues there. But Northern Virginia is, of course, in favor of the tolls because they've been promised by the governor they'll get the money. And what we're telling Northern Virginia, you're going to get the money, but you're also going to get a toll. Because nothing in the application, or nothing in this is called a TEA 21 program. There's nothing in that program that once the Commonwealth of Virginia gains acceptance to be able to toll 95, they can put as many tolls as they want. This is not just a one-toll project. They can put it, in fact, North Carolina's announced they're going to do 7 tolls. So now they're going to be mileage. You travel this far, you pay this toll, you travel this far, you pay another toll. But as we were telling our Northern Virginia friends, yes, you're going to get the money, but you're going to get a second toll too. So, and when you look at it from an economy standpoint, in Sussex, the toll in Sussex County will generate $30 million. The state's own VDOT's own studies show that a toll north of Fredericksburg generates $90 million. So it's all about raising money. It makes no sense to put it at